So I'd like to apologize for not uploading recently. As you guys know, YouTube has been broken, sub counts are messed up, views are messed up, and almost every big YouTuber is losing subs. It's pretty crazy, but anyways, I wanted to do this for a while now, so I'm going to show you some of the things that we hope to see on FIFA 18. As you can see, icon Ronaldo, you can see his record on the right, number of owners, how much he's been bought for, although I don't think that's what his price will go for. Just a nice little idea of what to expect, or hopefully what to see one day on FIFA itself. So as you can see, and by the way, don't get put off by the stats or accuse me, the stats are just a rough estimate. It's not even about the stats, all about on the right. So as you can see, it says press X. This is for this was taken on a PS database. Press X to clear the stats. So imagine that it would keep the number of owners, but you could clear the whole record. So imagine, you know how people are always looking for fresh records and stuff. I think this will be a great idea, because I see BA to keep waiting for a first owner fresh record to come up. Some people are like that, where they like clean records. I personally do, so I think that'll be a really good one as well. So just pressing X or whatever it will be on Xbox, just to clear it and just have a fresh record from the player you've just purchased. Keeping the date of purchase maybe, or number of owners, that's fine, but clearing the record I think is a great idea. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think that's a really good idea, and it's just not going to affect anything on the game, I don't think. So I think that's a really good idea, and something I hope to see on FIFA in general. Now let's move on to the next one. So as for the next one, I'm thinking about a custom kit slash, you know, changing the player's shoes. So imagine an Ultimate Team where you can customize your own kits, kind of like, I think it's done on Pro Clubs this year. I haven't really played any Pro Clubs this year, but also on PES you could do something like this, where you could just customize the kits. I'm not talking about from an online perspective on PES, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is, if we could do this on Ultimate Team where we could customize our own kits, that'd be amazing. And also change the player's shoes, shoe colors, different types of shoes individually, and also have wristbands, sweatbands. I know people love doing that on Pro Clubs. Obviously not change the hairstyle or the way the player looks itself on the physical appearance, but at least on the clothing and like I guess you could say the plastic side of things, you know, having sweatbands and stuff, that would be cool. And changing the shoes, I know a lot of people would like this. It's something about when you're playing Ultimate Team, you know, you could have like, it'll match your kit. So if you have like a full-on white kit, you like to have some white shoes, maybe some red shoes, orange shoes, or certain Nike boots or Adidas boots, whatever. I think this one will also be a big one that people would like to see, customizing their own kits, seeing some really interesting designs. And I know for a fact that there'll be like a top 5 best created kits from all the YouTubers doing that. So I think that'll be also a really interesting one, as well as changing the socks itself. So I think we'd be seeing some really amazing design work on that as well. I don't know if they're ever going to do this, but I have a gut feeling that they will at some point, because it is really amazing, and it would be so fun to actually have different things to do in FIFA. You know, when the servers are down, we could do something like this, like make our kits and stuff. That'd be a really cool thing. So let's hope EA look into that at some point, and I think that's a really good idea as well. The next one, I have to say, is going to be something that'll be really good for people who like to snipe, or people that like want to do SBCs. It'll be good in general. So I was thinking about on the market, so suppose you're on silver, gold, bronze. When you click on gold, it'll drop into a box of rare and non-rare players. So if you're trying to do an SBC, and you know how sometimes you're searching for players and you're just looking for rare golds itself or non-rares, this will be a really good idea for you to actually segregate it. And if you want to search for non-rares, just pop it, press A on gold, and then a drop box would come down and say non-rare or rare. Same thing, we could do something with specials as well. For specials, you could do, like, when you click on special, you could do informs, legends, or team of the tournament, team of the knockout, something like that. That would be really interesting. I think this will help us out a lot more, and I think this is something that can be done. There are some things that may, like for example, in the next couple of pictures you'll see in a minute, some of them may be a bit, you know, over the top, but this one I think is, so far the ones that we've seen, I think are very doable, very easy for EA to do. And I think this one will help us out a lot more in the market in general, having a rare and non-rare option and something different for the specials. I think that's a really good idea, and I think EA should really look into that. And because recently they've been thinking about the community a lot more than ever, especially with FUT Champs, because people are always like, if you play a certain amount of games, this is how many games you need to play to get Ronaldo, and it was something atrocious. So FUT Champs has really given us a way to make some more money, and I think that they're listening to people, so hopefully EA will look at something like this, and I think this was a great idea for the market as well. Next one is a very interesting one. FUT Champs players will love this. So as you can see, you've lost your connection to the EA servers. You have 1 minute 59 seconds to re-sign in, or you will be blah blah blah. The rest is not important. Basically, if you're on FUT Champs and you get disconnected, it should give you maybe 1 minute 59 isn't good enough, maybe a minute. Maybe some people will be like 2 minutes is too long. I think it's not long at all. I think 2 minutes is perfectly fine. Maybe gives you a little bit of a chance to get back into the game. I think this one is also a very good one, but I think it'll be very hard for EA to do this because people will be lying left, right, and center. People will be complaining, and there will be issues of actually reconnecting in time to the server. But it's just an idea, and I think that that could be something they could look into in a way, and maybe their own way, and try and create a way to actually give us a chance of reconnecting back. Because there are times where people just quit, which is just bullshit. Excuse the language. And there are people that will actually just disconnect from the server, and genuinely they would have enough time to connect. But I think it'd be really hard for them to do that given the amount of people that play FUT Champs. But if they can look into that, that'll be something really interesting as well. Just the chance to get back into, because you could be on a 39-0, for example, or that one final game to push you into Elite 3, Gold, or whatever you're in, and that one game just throws it all away because of that. And I think the reconnection thing could be good. That'll be a really good idea as well. Hopefully they'll look into that one. Now let's move on to the next one, because they get really, really interesting as we push in. Now the next one is something that I think a lot of people will appreciate. When you want to list up stuff, for example, you have thousands of contracts. What is like, I have loads of stuff, like unnecessary stuff. So look at that. As you can see in the bottom of under list on transfer market, auto list 100 out of 100 player contracts. So you can set the starting price and buy now, and let's say there'll be an option to click, for example, auto list all for the price you've selected above. So then it would just list all 100 onto the market. And I think this is also a very, very good thing. It just saves so much time. It's not going to ruin the market in any way, or maybe it could actually. I don't know the amount of things that'll go onto the market. I really don't know. I'm not specialist with stuff like that. But I know for a fact that it will save us a lot of time listing 100 contacts one by one. But this is definitely something that I think has a bigger chance to be done than quite a few of the other things I've mentioned. It just depends on whether it'll mess the market up. I don't know, maybe so many people, because then it's like 100 at a time through millions of people doing that. It could mess up the market. So that is something that I don't know, I'm not an expert on, but it would be really, really easy on us when we're trying to sell stuff. So let me know in the comment section after the video, when you're done watching most of it. Tell me which do you think is your favorite one. It's important you tell me in the comment section. Share this video, because I think that this is some of the ideas I put are not too far-fetched. They're well thought of, and I think some of these could actually work out. So please share this video all over Twitter, Facebook, or whatever. Let's try and get this video out there, because I think some of the ideas are great. So the next one is something that we used to remember on FIFA 14, which was the trade offers. And now the thing about the trade offers was it did cause a lot of controversy with the actual scamming in the game. And what it did was a lot of people got scammed out of thousands and thousands of pounds or dollars or whatever due to just many glitched out trade offers. But this is something that I don't think will ever be introduced, because it's also a way to buy coins, which is against the terms of service. But again, it is something that a lot of us would like to see. Maybe they could do a specific game mode just for fun, where it's just collectibles and you can trade cards over for fun. So kind of like opening booster packs, and kind of like those match attacks in a way, but then you'd have to pay for them. Maybe if there's a way not to pay for it, so every certain amount of games you play you get a pack, and maybe just make a trade offer game mode just for fun. And now moving into the actual final one, which is purchasing coins actually off the menu of the where you actually can buy FIFA points. So I just thought this might control a lot of the coin buying from EA side, but the only problem is the pricing will be extremely expensive now. I still don't think that if this was something to exist, $99, you get 200k coins. Personally, everyone knows that 99 or whatever it is in pounds, 80 pounds or something like that, basically it's 99 but then 89 with EA access. So what will happen is when you get 12k FIFA points, you usually get 100k from quick selling. That's just aside from if you actually pack anyone good or not, but if you don't, you usually get 100k. So $99, it would make more sense if they would probably double the amount of coins. They'd probably leave it at 100k coins. Sorry, I don't see EA giving 99 for 200. I'd see them giving 99 for 100. But if not, I think a lot of really insanely rich people would do that. But genuinely, is maybe not have it up to 99, maybe 49, or maybe maximum 24. So maximum you can buy is 50k coins. So maybe if you're a little short on a player, buying a few 50ks might help. Maybe not necessarily going past $50 or 35 pounds, 40 pounds, whatever it is. I think they could do something in this area. It will control a lot of the coin buying, but the pricing could be a big problem. But if you can give us a little bit of a boost, where if you're short of like 50k, 60k on a player, purchasing some coins like this under 50k, $50, I think will also be a really good way to control the coin buying and the coin selling. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to smash the like button, share this video on Facebook or Twitter, because this is something I think that can really work, and maybe if it gets out there, you never know if EA actually watch this, they might actually take some ideas, but I'm sure people in their actual headquarters have given stuff like this. But I think it's a very good idea, and don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Have a wonderful day. Peace.